I was at a charity boxing event a couple weeks ago. Most of the fighters there had either 0 fights or 1 fight. And I was quite impressed with the level of skill of these fighters. You could tell that they trained and prepared properly for a fight. They were conditioned to go the distance. They came out with some good combos and good volume. Defense was pretty solid. So for first fights, I was pretty happy with the level. No knockouts, which actually I like. I like there to be no knockouts, especially for amateurs. I mean, pro game and your favorite fighter against their adversary, sure, a knockout is cool. But in the amateur level, I always like to see both fighters come out safe on the other end. A couple things that I noticed though, there were some fighters who were struggling. So if you have a fight coming up, your first fight, or maybe you have one and have another one coming up, this advice or some of these insights might be of benefit to you, and I'm going to drop them right here. What I noticed, and see if they're going to help you in your training, and you can bring those to your fights. Now, before I get into that, I want to quickly mention, some of you may know I have my Heavy Hitters bag glove on my website. It's 4 layers of protective foam in here, and a thick layer of foam around the wrist for support. As you can see here, look, I'll hold it like this. You can see how much wrist support. The glove doesn't even bend. So this thing is stacked, but I've sold out of the hook and loop. I only have lace up left. And I know a lot of people don't like lace up because you got to get someone to do it for you, and I get that. So I have some lace converters that are going to go free with the glove. So if you want a glove and you don't necessarily want the lace up, but you're looking for this sort of wrist protection and support, I've got lace converters that are going to go free with the glove when you order. Until I get new hook and loop, maybe coming in about a month or so. And I'm going to leave a link below. Go and check out the glove, check out the reviews on the glove, and you can see what these things are made of and how I made them specifically for heavy hitting and wrist support to really support the hand. Okay, on to what I saw in the fights. Despite all the great things I saw, there are a few things that were almost entirely missing, and I want to go over them right here because I think if you have a fight coming up, more towards the beginner side, and you can implement these things into your boxing, you're going to see some immediate benefits. First thing, I did not see any, I don't think I saw a single double jab. The double jab is, if you can really get it down quick, is one of the best tools that you can use if you are an outside fighter and stepping back and you miss that first jab. You can adjust and tag your opponent with the second jab. Or if you miss and pop, throw another one quick. Let's say you get the inside fighter who moves their head and you miss, boom, the second jab is going to tag them. And even if it doesn't hurt them, it's going to stop and offset their offense. If you are the taller fighter fighting the shorter fighter. If you are the shorter fighter, and this is where, or even somebody who's having a hard time coming inside, whether you're shorter or the same height, this is the big difference I saw, is that some fighters have a really hard time closing the gap, and you'll see them move or whatever and load up and they miss and they've got nothing else to follow up. And if you want to follow up with that combo, you want to get in there and work. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to get in close, but get within range. The double jab is your ticket to getting in range. Key to the double jab is your eyes are focused on your opponent. No matter what, you don't take your eyes off your opponent. And then you just go with it. You can throw a bunch of them straight and slip on the second one. Or to the gloves and boom, up the center. To the body and to the head. Or to my favorite, what I like to do is get a little bit low and bury myself and go right to the upper chest, base of the neck. I go here, boom. And I come up like this, almost like I'm taking off into the person. And that sort of protects me. And the whole time I'm looking, why am I looking? Because I'm trying to set up the right hand and the left hook. The double jab is just my way to get to where I want to be. The next thing that I did not see much of, except for one fighter was doing this, is I did not see any body shots. I saw body shots from one fighter, and he was really working them, so I give him credit for that. What you need to have is 1 or 2 specific body shots that you like, and you know how to set them up so that they land. To be specific, my 2 favorite body shots are left shovel hook to the body, right hook to the body. The setups that I like to use for them are very simple. For the first one, I'll go 1, 2, drop, shovel hook to the body, that's one. The other one that I like is a right hook to the body. If you want to see some good right hooks to the body, watch any Tyson fight, but Tyson versus Galata is one that I like. I'll step with the jab as I get down low. I'm throwing the jab, I'm getting low as I'm coming in, and then I'll bring that hook right around. So body shots, it's not just enough to think in the middle of the fight, oh, I'm gonna go to the body. You have to have a specific setup, a specific shot, ideally one that you practiced and that one that you're good at, so that you know what to do in the heat of the action. If suddenly you have to change it up and go to the body, you're gonna leave yourself exposed, just suddenly wing shots to the body. So when you go to the body, have a shot that you like and have your exit plan ready. So you're gonna go boom, boom, boom. As soon as you throw it, you're either gonna throw another shot, or boom, you're gonna slip and get out, or boom, you're gonna cover. Whatever you do, you have to have the full sequence down. Okay, number 3 is along the lines of mental preparation. Now, most mental preparation for beginner fighters centers around this concept of staying relaxed, maintaining a calm mental state, or be focused and relaxed so that you can go out there and not let nerves take a hold of you. And this is very important, and this is a huge thing, that you don't want to get all of your energy zapped by nerves and by fear and have yourself limited in the fight. And that is a good approach. You need to have that aspect. But there's another level to mental preparation that I think a beginner can take hold of, and it's not too advanced for a beginner. And that is that you have to decide before the fight or during the fight, and usually you think about this before the fight, that at some point in the fight, you're gonna have to let the tiger out of the cage if you wanna win this fight. If you want to win, you're gonna have to give yourself permission to put it all on the line and go out there and win. You start thinking in the mindset of, I'm just gonna barely win. You don't do what it takes to win, and you will definitely start losing as your opponent gains an edge and gains momentum. Some people don't have this problem. They go out there, they unleash right from the get-go. If you are hesitant, if you are afraid, or if you are tired and you are trying to just barely win, you're gonna have to tell yourself at some point in the fight that you want this and you're gonna do what it takes to win. And that means specifically going to your opponent with combos, 3, 4, and 5 punch combos, that you take it to your opponent, you go to your opponent. Doesn't mean get reckless, doesn't mean you hang in there and punch all day and leave openings. You go, boom, 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 and then you get out and move, and then you go again, bam, 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 right? You're gonna put some pressure, you're gonna go to your opponent. When you are preparing for your fight, be aware of the fact in your preparation that during the fight, you're gonna have to put it all on the line. So when you're in your sparring, or in your bag work, and you're shadowboxing, try to flip that switch mentally. Try to almost get into the mindset or the zone of somebody that is putting it all on the line. It's good to work on your technique, it's good to work on your training, and it's good to be slick, bam, bam, and be fast. But at some point, you're almost gonna have to you're almost gonna have to switch your mindset up and be willing to put it all out there. Be willing to put yourself at risk, put your neck on the line, be willing to lose, be willing to get hit in order to get in your shots. And again, this doesn't mean be reckless. It doesn't mean to go out there and punch nonstop. It doesn't mean to throw a big bomb. It just means you gotta go to your opponent with the mindset that you're gonna throw 3, 4, 5, 6 punches to land something, get out, and then you're gonna come back at it again. Sometimes you have good coaches, they're able to help you to say, look, you're gonna lose this fight if you don't go out there and put on some heat. But you see a lot of fighters, the look in their face is like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna coast through this. I'm just gonna see if I can get by. And that's fine. If you wanna just get by in the fight, that's fine. But it's gonna go a long way if in your preparation for the fight, you tell yourself, there's gonna come a point where I'm gonna have to put it all on the line. And then so when you're in the fight, you already know what that mentality is, and you're able to flip that switch That way you're not just going out there trying to squeeze out a win or just edge out a win. Most of the time, if you want to win and you're trying to edge out a win, you're going to lose. And the other thing is that you're not going to be satisfied with your result, because you'll know that you copped out. You know that you didn't sprint to the finish. Mental preparation is not just being calm and relaxed, but being able to flip the switch and know that you're going to have to. If you're not the type, some people, they can flip the switch as soon as the bell rings. So for you guys, that's fine. But for those of you who have a hard time, know that you're going to have to flip it, and try to do that in your sparring and in your preparation, so that when it comes fight time and it's the third round or it's the second round, then you're ready to go and go do it. And again, check out the Heavy Hitters bag glove in my link below. Comes now with the free set of lace converters. All right, till next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.